There you have it. We've got Bhuvan in the house. And moving on, we've got Meghna Parrao, Director, Facebook, E-Commerce and Retail, joining us on stage. Please give her a huge round of applause. And may I also please invite our moderator for the discussion. It's Kanchan Mishra, Senior Director of FMCG, Home and General Merchandise at Flipkart. Welcome, and the stage is all yours. Well, see you soon. Enjoy the discussion.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you all of you for being here tonight. It's a really special day for us. We are hosting the first edition of our offline event, Glam Fest. E-commerce is evolving, and the way customers shop is evolving. We've moved from selection, value, convenience, being enough. Customers are seeking trust, inspiration, aspiration, education. And hence, we are looking at the new era of e-commerce where content becomes very important. We have a very esteemed set of panelists with us here today. My first question to you, Sukleen. Good Glam Group is unique in having brands as well as content platforms under one umbrella. What role do you see content platforms and content commerce play in building brands?
I think today, if you look at everyone around us, all of us are making purchase decisions either by choosing a product that we read about or by selecting a product that we try based on our e-com purchase. So if digital is becoming ubiquitous, it's impossible to make a choice for a brand without having an authentic recommendation, which is where the role of influencers come in. Influencers give you their unbiased perspective, their own experience of the product. They make the product story come alive to you. So for brands, that authentic conversation comes alive with the influencers. So creator world becomes highly relevant. The second important pivoting leg is content. Now, content is not what brands want to say. Content is what viewers want to read. And in that realm, when people are putting out their stories, if brands can be woven in, that's a very organic way of seeding a brand. So for us as a company, our vision is very straightforward. How do we actually create a very authentic consumer journey where we can marry content, creator, and commerce? And the fourth vertical that we've just recently launched is communities, where we can also give consumers a chance to experience the products through very intimate relationships in offline settings. So it could be either on offline or via WhatsApp, but get a deeper engagement with consumers one-to-one. So in that context, it becomes extremely pivotal, especially for brands that are born on digital.
Thank you for that. And you're right. In Flipkart's small journey of live commerces and influencer-led commerce that we've done, we have seen over millions of customers engaging, a lot of them coming in from Tier 2 plus, largely seeking the trust and the connect that you're talking about. Meghna, you're an influencer in your own right. Given your experiences, how do you see content commerce evolving globally? And how do you see India catching up to the trends, or does India behave uniquely?
Firstly, I think the influencer tag goes to someone else here. I'm only busy working with the influencers and learning from them. But on that note, I think India, the one word I'll say is Reels. And I think we can't think of this entire ecosystem without Reels in it. And one very interesting fact to say that India is truly at the leading edge of trends is in the world of Meta, which is Facebook, Instagram. Reels was India was amongst the first countries where we launched Reels as a global company. Yeah, and today it's just taken it over completely. We see almost 24% of time increased where people spend time on Instagram since the launch of Reels. And even more importantly, when you connect it to commerce, in India, about 80% people say that they have seen a product on a reel and then engaged with that business. Almost 77% of them say they've bought something because they've actually seen a reel. And the other very cool thing is it's not just passive consumption of content. So on reels, engagement is very, very high. So just in internationally, about 2 billion reels have been shared. And in India, about 97% of the people that we did a survey with say that they have themselves shared a reel. So I think that's a really, really nice part about content, where it's not just one way, passive, I see it and that's it, but actually see it, experience it, and use it to make a purchase. And their creators have such an important role to play. So influencers, creators, we call them creators. And that's the other side to it, where India's on a fast path to be definitely the #1 country in terms of number of creators on Meta platforms. So I would say the number is almost like 100 million creators exist today in the country, and very, very fast growing. So it's a beautiful synergy across that ecosystem.
Very interesting. 100 subscribers on your channel, 70 million followers on Insta. Wow. Tips for brands and influencers here. How do you make engaging content? And how do you make content that's relevant? What do consumers look for?
First of all, a very good evening to all of you. यार content engaging कैसे बनता है? मैं I go with this personal thing which is gut feeling. I'm sure यहाँ जितने भी लोग हैं उन्होंने अपनी लाइफ के मेजर डिसीजंस जो हैं, बड़े डिसीजंस हैं, वो गट से लिए अपने, कि मेरा गट कहता है कि ऐसा होना चाहिए, वैसा होना चाहिए. When I started, I knew that if I want to penetrate the masses, if I want to enter each and every building of this country, I need to make my content relatable. ये relatable, I know एक बहुत ऐसा word है जो बहुत overuse हो गया है, हर कोई बोलता है कि relatable बनाना है, but मेरे साथ actually 8 साल पहले, अभी 5 दिन में 8 साल हो जाएंगे बीबी की वाइन्स को, और मैं यही सोचता हूँ कि why has it worked for me in these 7 years? It's because relatability. I know that I've seen people in my DMs, on mails, or when I meet them in person, they tell me कि वो जो समीर, बनछोड़दास और भुवन की जो बातें हो रही थी ना कल परसों के वीडियो में, वो हमारे साथ हो चुकी है. So that's why it's a responsibility on me that whatever I say, I have to make it relatable so that people feel okay, he's a part of us. And I feel similarly, thanks to the Man Company, हम लोगों ने जो भी किया है साथ में, आप पहली चीज तो ये, आप किस तरह कंटेंट, क्या कंटेंट लोगों को दिखाते हो वो तो एक बात है, लेकिन आप किस तरह उसको प्लेटर पे सर्व करते हो, इट्स अ आर्ट इन इटसेल्फ. एंड आई थिंक द मैन कंपनी हैज प्लेड अ रियली गुड पार्ट इन दैट, क्योंकि लोगों को इतना एक्सेसिबल फील होता है. मैं अगर अपने केस में बोलूँ तो बहुत ही ज़्यादा एक्सेसिबल फील है कि हाँ ये एक प्रीमियम प्रोडक्ट भी है, लेकिन जिस तरह प्रमोशन किया गया है, जिस तरह लोगों तक एक बात पहुंचाई गई है, वो बहुत हर महीने में रिलेटेबल है. एंड आई थिंक इट हैज वर्कड रियली वेल फॉर द मैन कंपनी एंड मी एज वेल.
Thank you on that. From commerce platforms and influencers evolving in the era that India is entering in terms of retail and commerce.
So I think when you think of content, you definitely...
I agree with you. मतलब गए वो दिन जब पेड एडवर्टाइजमेंट से कुछ ज़्यादा खास फर्क पड़ता था. अभी तो आई फील कितना ऑर्गेनिक हो गया. मेरे को याद है अभी मैं लास्ट वीक बाथरूम टाल ले रहा था, और कभी नहीं ऑनलाइन मैंने ऐसी चीज़ें ली. हमेशा आप जाके फैब्रिक चेक करते हो, तो सबसे पहले नेचुरली क्या करेगा आदमी, मैं गया, मैंने पहले रिव्यूज़ देखे. मैं फ्लिपकार्ट पे जाके मैंने रिव्यूज़ पढ़े, और रिव्यूज़ में वो टॉवल के बारे में लिखा था कि हाँ जी इसका फैब्रिक ऐसा है, ये पहले वॉश के बाद ऐसा हो जाता है. सो यू बिलीव इन दैट, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि आप जैसा कोई स्क्रीन के उस तरफ कहीं कंट्री में बैठा है जिसने बोला है हाँ ये लेना चाहिए. सो आई फील उसको ऑर्गेनिक बनाना, जैसा आपने बोला, इट्स सो इम्पॉर्टेंट. मैं अगर अपना एग्जाम्पल दूं तो आई वॉज ऑनर्ड दैट द मैन कंपनी के साथ वी लॉन्च्ड आवर सिग्नेचर सीरीज लिमिटलेस एंड इनफाइनाइट, और हमने यही म्यूचुअली डिस्कस किया कि इसको बेचेंगे नहीं, बोलेंगे नहीं कि ये ले लो, ये बढ़िया है, ये ऐसा है वैसा है. मैं क्या करता हूँ, मेरे को मजा आता है, इंस्टाग्राम पे मैं लाइव जाता हूँ, और मैं जो भी कॉलर सबसे पहले आएगा मैं उसको लाइव अपने साथ ले लेता हूँ. एंड देन वो स्प्लिट विंडो नहीं होता जिसमें यू कैन टॉक टू देम. सो दैट वर्कड अ लॉट फॉर अस, क्योंकि उसके अंदर मैंने उनको समझाया कि लुक दिस हैज वर्कड रियली वेल फॉर मी. मतलब अगर तुम लोगे, तुम बोलोगे तो मैं भिजवा दूंगा, अगर तुम इसको यूज करोगे तो प्रॉमिस करो कि आगे तुम 10 लोगों को बोलोगे कि ये इट वर्क्स. सो आई फील दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ये अब समझ गए ना हम लोग भी कि क्या बोलने पे क्या लेना चाहिए, और जब तक आपके पास फर्स्ट हैंड एविडेंस नहीं है किसी और का बोला हुआ कि ये रिव्यू इसका अच्छा है खराब है, आई थिंक हम लोग इतना यूजुअली इतना इजीली डिसीजन लेते नहीं. सो आई थिंक वो ऑर्गेनिक रहना हर चीज़ अब तो नीडलेस है ये बोलना, बट इट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
You are so right. On Flipkart as well, we see the power of user-generated content is huge. Over 80% of our sales actually happen of products that are rated very, very highly by our users. And that is what customers relate to. And I echo what all of you have said, really. Content commerce is here to stay. When platforms like Meta, brands like Glam, and influencers like Bhuvan come together with Flipkart, we have seen magic happen. In an hour, we've seen sales spike by 30 times over. And that's when all of us are just starting to scratch the surface. So kudos to all the influencers out here. And the journey for all of us has just begun. I'm sure that we have a lot of excitement ahead of us. Thank you so much for being
Thank you.
time.
Thank you so much.
Kanchan.
अच्छा बिजी हैं आप लोग फोटो वीडियो लेने में. प्लीज बी हियर विद अस. ये मौका है सबको.
मैम काजल जी.
Supremely stunning and gorgeous, the one and only Kajal Aggarwal. And her recent wax statue at Singapore only makes her remind of that beautiful pose. She's beautiful inside out, and it's a great pleasure to have you here with us. So Kajal, thank you. I think I was being too loud. I was absolutely over.
There's something that I've been doing since a very long time. So I usually freeze ice cubes and I use coconut water to shake it. I freeze coconut water ice cubes and then bubble them with water. Every morning before I have my tea, I go to and any sort of special.
I've never heard this ever. So अब हमें रास पता चल गया काजल अग्रवाल का अंदर का beauty का रास. That's beautiful. What does beauty mean to you, especially in an age of today where we are all hooked on and of course living in this world of artificial intelligence?
There's a lot of emphasis on external beauty, skin, hair, products, and whilst all of that is extremely important, I think it's extremely important to be very conscious and self-aware. It's extremely important to be a
आमी काजल है. क्योंकि आंखों में देखोगे तो खो जाओगे. Right from, we've been watching you in your films, be it from the South or our Bollywood films. Everyone stares into your eyes and you get mesmerized. She also acts and speaks volumes. Woo! You do good in selfies, man.
I'm horrible at selfies.
और तो बहुत अच्छा है. Now listen, I'm going to take your phone away because I have my selfie with Kajal in this. So thank you, it's mine. Kajal, one lovely tip you like to give to all your fans. Thank you so much.
Talented, rather the limitless artist, and of course the brand ambassador of the Man Company's fragrance category, Bhuvan, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, Bhuvan. You smell really good. Okay. Okay, with that, moving on. May I also please invite on stage Kanchan Mishra, and I'm pretty sure you know the lady very well by now. Let's give it up for Kanchan Mishra. Now, dignitaries, I would request you to kindly surround this big box because that's where the spotlight is and the stage is all yours. If you need a mic, go for it.
You do the honors.
the Man Company has been amazing partners with Flipkart in our journey to innovate for men's grooming. And I'm very excited about the Bhuvan Bam range. In Bhuvan's own word, I'm sure the product is going to be very relatable and popular in men. So congratulations on the launch. All the best.
Well, those applauses should keep coming in. For the Man Company, changing lives of so many men out there, grooming up to get a better themselves out there. Ladies and gentlemen, the Man Company along with Bhuvan Bam and the man himself, Hitesh Dhingra and Kanchan Mishra. Well, thank you so much, gentlemen. Bhuvan, those expressions, man. Okay, all right. Well, with that, now that we've shifted gears into the very next segment, which is the product launch, ladies and gentlemen, as we get to the next one, I have to tell you all that Kajal Aggarwal will be joining us. May we please also have Mr. Param and Ms. Sridhar, founders of the fastest growing and the most loved Ayurvedic D2C brand in the country, the Ayurveda Company. Let's give them a round of applause again, please. Now, first of all, I have to say that all of you look stunning. And please tell us more about the brand. I'll start with you, Kajal, if you would like to enlighten us about the Ayurveda Company and the product that we're here for.
Hi guys, a very good evening. Thank you so much for having us. Well, the Ayurveda Company is a brand that I've had a great relationship with. It's a brand that I totally believe in, comes from the same sort of morals and ethics that I stand for personally, and hence my association. And coming to Kajal by Kajal, my dear little baby, is extremely special to me, very close to my heart. It's a product that I'd love for all of you to try. Yes, including all the men here. This is a product that's extremely clean, versatile, can be used as a kajal, can be used as a liner. Usually women face this problem of their kajal bleeding, especially when it's really hot or in the summers. So this is a product that does not bleed, and I can vouch for that personally. And it's made of the safest, most beautiful ingredients, which actually takes care of your eyes. So please go try it.
So the Ayurveda Company started out of a personal skin problem that I had, that I suffered from for about 3.5, 4 years. And I could only find a solution through Ayurveda. So this brand, of course, is very special to both of us. We are partners in crime, we are partners in life, we are partners in this business together. And we wouldn't have done it any other way. Our association with Kajal started as a brand celebrity relationship, but it has evolved into, a family because of the beautiful human that she is and her belief in Ayurveda and the spirit that she brings to the table with respect to the knowledge that she holds about, the passion that she has about the products, and her personal investment in the growth of the brand. So we're very thankful to have you, Kajal. Thank you so much.
A bit from my side. So the association overall is much deeper and much broader when it comes to real positioning for the new brand tag, right? India has always known, they know about Ayurveda, but it has never become the mainstream day-to-day consumption brand, because the younger generation, that is the Gen Z, the millennials, the most of the people there that are around have never believed and never trusted Ayurveda. And what we personally, experienced, our journey towards Ayurveda was when she was 25, 26, I was 29, and we experienced that Ayurveda has real power to transform. And from there, it connected with Kajal. Kajal is also a strong believer of transformation of life through Ayurveda. And then the products are a byproduct of the efforts that we have been putting in to, co-create multiple products from revolutionary Ayurvedic ingredients. This Kajal, this is a 100% pure Ayurvedic made in India Kajal. It's not imported as most of the other brands are importing from very few global manufacturers. This is a pure Indian Ayurvedic Kajal, and it has a very long stay. It took almost 8 months to get the first sample out when she actually became the brand ambassador for her baby and our baby care range. And from there, this association evolved into her putting her trust as an investor first, and then coming on board to create the first product as Kajal by Kajal. This is the journey, and we are super excited to partner in with Flipkart. I am dead sure that Flipkart is that Indian e-commerce giant that becomes global and goes deeper into the real Bharat of India, the tier 2, tier 3, young, glowing population. And that's where TAC is also going, because we are catering to that aspirational young emerging population of the country who wants to use good product but at an affordable price point, which doesn't hit the consumer's pocket. That's who we are, and we are super excited to be here with the Flipkart team and look forward to an exciting chat.
Well, thank you so much, Param. And let's now please have Kanchan Mishra join us on stage. And now that you have mentioned about the association with Flipkart, let's get to know a little more about that.
Thank you. Thank you, Param, Sridhar. Thank you, Kajal. At Flipkart, we believe in empowering our customers with access to quality products that cater to their unique needs. And as you mentioned, this association is special because it caters to such unique needs like bleeding Kajal, like the unique needs that only Ayurveda can heal. And we are extremely excited about our partnership with the Ayurveda company. Congratulations and all the best to the launch.
I think my journey with beauty began way before I was even an actor. As a young girl, as a college girl, all of us are super intrigued and all of us are super curious to know about skincare. You want to try your first kajal, you want to try your first lip gloss, you want to try your first cheek tint. So at the tender age of about 16, 17 is when I started exploring my journey with beauty and beauty products, and realized that natural, clean, and organic care is more important than just the beauty aspect of it.
Interesting. Co-creating anything is a big step, and the choice of brand becomes very critical. Why did you choose the Ayurveda company?
For me, it was a very natural fit. The Ayurveda company shares cumulative ethics, cumulative morals. We share a similar vision. For Kajal by Kajal, our tagline and our entire belief for the product is Nazariya Badlo. We're not just trying to sell the product, but we're actually trying to create awareness as well as a shift in perspective, which is, according to all of us, the need of the hour. And that really struck a chord. And it was just the faith, the transparency, and the trust that I had with Sridhar and Param.
Nice. Sridhar, Param, what role do you see Flipkart playing in your journey of the Ayurveda company and or the product specifically?
So in addition to Flipkart catering to the metro consumers, we believe that it will also cater to the real Bharat, which TAC really aspires to touch. We see that a real growth lies for us in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, and for us, because we are also growing omni-channel, we see a very strong vertical growth, a very strong vertical penetration across tier 2, tier 3 cities, in cities like Indore, Bhopal, Jaipur, in cities like Sikar, in cities like Kochi. Probably, not the top of the list for a lot of, D2C brands, but these are the cities that are giving a lot of deep green signals for us. So we believe that that's where the real meat lies. And that's where I think the online to offline journey and the offline to online journey for us in the real Bharat for us could be covered by Flipkart. Param, would you like to add anything?
So, for us with Flipkart, the way Flipkart is also, the best thing is that, we are young entrepreneurs. Kajal has been working, if you actually understand that, her journey is also, she was very young when she started working and has worked for, say, 365 days in a year when you sit and listen to her. We have worked our, I cannot name, but we have worked actually our asses off in terms of, last 4 years putting in to create a brand. And Flipkart, coming out of severe competition from global giants, one severe competition in a vertical category leader, and still now generating that kind of mass GMV in the beauty personal care category, and that too from the not so fickle consumer. Because, tier 1 consumers are very fickle because they are flooded with choices every day. Tier 2, tier 3 is where, you still have certain better percentage of retention. So that's why we are very bullish on this association, and we expect that, there is also an affinity towards Ayurveda in that market. So we are absolutely sure that Flipkart and TAG has a very long journey. We also want to become, say, in next 1 to 2 years, at least top 10 contributing brands in your GMV. And how do we, travel that journey together with the kind of evolution your team is doing, overall Flipkart is doing, and how we also keep on acquiring more consumers and retaining consumers along with you. And that's how I feel that this is a strong partnership, the way we partnered, then the way we partnered. And I feel Flipkart is that delta which we now look in our e-commerce journey. We have, in the initial phase, we have started off strong offline push already. But we know that, we need one strong partner online. And I'm dead sure that it's Flipkart.
Very nice. Brand with it. It's hard in Ayurveda, built in Bharat, made for Bharat, and through a platform that is loved by Bharat. I love it. Kajal, you talked about Nazariya Badlo. What has been your Nazariya Badlo moment in life?
It's difficult for me to precisely state that one moment. Nazariya Badlo for me has become a way of life. As an actor, as a public figure, I believe that it's my responsibility to set the right example. And living my life in the most appropriate, influential manner, in the right kind, setting the right kind of precedence, is my everyday Nazariya Badlo. I work on it each and every day.
Very inspiring. Thank you so much for partnering with us in the journey, and I wish all the best for the launch.
Thanks
Thank
a lot.
you.
Thank you. Lovely chatting with you.
Thank you for having us.
Looking forward.
ये आंखें सिर्फ शायरी नहीं है, सिर्फ यादों की डायरी नहीं है। ये बदलाव को ढूंढना जानती है।
So guys, this time, most of you, when you entered, you had the product available with you. I hope you will love the effort that TAG as a team has put in to create this product, and you can experience the same.
और गलत को आईना भी दिखाती है। इसीलिए इनमें सिर्फ खूबसूरती का नहीं, ख्याल का काजल भरे। TAG Beautify Ayurvedic Kajal, enriched with moringa and almond oil, waterproof, smudge proof और रहे 24 घंटों तक। काजल बदलो, नजरिया बदलो।